Well, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, June 16th, 2025. Welcome to the live trading room, and especially welcome back to our good friend, Mr. Keith Frampton, who's come back from his international travels. We're glad you're back, buddy. We've missed you here.
Thanks. It's good to be back. I'm still trying to figure out what time zone I'm in, though.
I'll bet. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay, here's last Friday's charts. We had four trades, all positive last Friday. Ended up last week pretty well. Um, had just a little bit of a climb right in the beginning of the market, and then followed by a nice sell off, and then some more swing highs that happened yesterday to the high of Friday, and then it was a slow sell off, and then it just kind of hobbled into the barn there at the end of the day. Um, SPY closed Friday at 597.12. It's currently sitting at 663 cents. Not quite a gap play this morning. It's about a buck or so, a little over $1 off of that, and it probably won't get there. So we'll go ahead and come on up to current time. And I'm going to head over to the option chain. Let me get rid of something there. We are trading the 16th. Like I've said, prices are low. You can trade tomorrow, pick up some extra time decay, or you can trade along with Keith, and he'll let us know what that's going to be here in a minute. But we'll probably start at the 599 on the call side and the 602 on the put side. We have 1.5 million already traded on pre-market volume for the weekend and this morning. And with that, let's toss it over to Mr. Keith Frampton. Hey, Keith.
Hey there. Hey, everybody. Good to be back. This morning we had a New York Empire State Manufacturing Index come out. Um, Missed it by quite a bit on the downside, so that isn't good. I think it pulled back a little bit since at 8:30. We will have three bond auctions today, one at 11:30, actually two at 11:30, and one at 1 o'clock today. Big numbers this week are coming on Wednesday afternoon with the Fed interest rate decision at 2 o'clock, followed by a press conference at 2:30. Also, just a reminder, the market will be closed on Thursday for Juneteenth Day, so no
Hmm.
trading on Thursday.
Okay.
And I
And
think
it's open again on Friday?
yeah, they'll be trading on Friday, yes.
Okay.
And I will be trading Friday's expiration, the 20th.
Okay, very good. And again, welcome back and getting into the swing here. Um, Oh, just a reminder, we are about 1 minute away from the market opening. Make sure that you've got 20 cents between each of your hash marks. Why? So we're looking at the same size candles from day to day comparatively, like so. And there we go. Okay, markets are up this morning, and we'll get those numbers as soon as the session opens in about 30 seconds. And we'll go from there. See if we can make some money today. Okay, we're 15 seconds away. There's 10. Stand by, everybody. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are in. All right. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Hope you had nice weather wherever you are and were able to get out, have some fun this weekend. Okay, so the broader markets are reporting. We've got the Dow is up 200, Nas is up 164, and S&P is up 34. So up pretty well. And again, I will be at the 599 on the call and the 602 on the put side. And we're kind of climbing here. Price kind of peeking out here a little bit. We're back in the $600 range of SPY. Its prices had some trouble last week staying over that 600 mark. I'm going to go over to the 600 on the call side. Stand by. Price retreating a bit here. All right, stand by on this, the 600 on the call side. Let's see if we continue to push up here. Running into some resistance. Great volume so far. We're already over 3 million in pre-market. Let's see, there's my 100,000 line right there. Price coming down a little bit. Put a demand zone on the bottom of this first 5-minute candle. There we go.
MACD's starting to flatten out a little bit on that Heikenasi chart.
Mm.
funny, last week or last 2 weeks, occasionally I check my phone to see what the market's doing. It's like,
Uh-huh.
why is it not opening? Well, it's because I'm 6 hours ahead of you last week.
Yep, that'll do it. Price stays where it is. We'll be getting a supply zone with a nice tight agreement right there. Price climbing again. Let's see if we're going to go into consolidation here. If this is going to break out. Still looking at the 600 on the call side. Dow's up 271, Nas up 175, S&P's up 44 with 4 million, almost 5 million traded on the underlying asset.
Yeah, it's good volume.
Mm-hmm. Just in a bit of a wider consolidation pattern right now, waiting for a breakout. On the put side, will be at the 603 if we should end up on the put side. All right. Stand by on the 600 on the call side. No, doesn't want to take off yet.
We do have a supply zone in there too.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and put that in. Just barely hung out for us. There we go.
Looks like a pretty good crowd here for a Monday morning.
Indeed. All those good looking people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 600 on the call side. Stand by. Keeps teasing us.
Yeah, it's getting up close to Friday's high.
Okay.
MACD isn't real high there in the Heikin-Ashi chart, but it is definitely flattening out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's no 10 o'clock announcement, so we may or may not get a pop at 10.
Okay. Price trying to break out on the bottom side.
We're getting a crossover on the Heikin-Ashi MACD.
Yeah. So we just stay patient. It will break out. Going to break out this time. Okay, stand by on the 600. See if it's going to deflate right back into consolidation.
Right up at Friday's high.
Hmm.
It bounced right off of it.
Yep. And price just comes right back down. Was looking like a pretty good breakout there. In fact, was getting ready to get into that trade, and that would have been a big mistake.
Yeah, I took my hand off my mouse just because I didn't want to accidentally push it. Oh boy.
Wow. Look like the pop at the top.
Yeah, 10 minutes early.
Yes. As I'm going to move to the 601 on the call side, the 601 strike call.
The market maker was just seeing if anybody's paying attention out there.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's just make sure this isn't a crazy Ivan. Dow's now up 350, Nas up 197, S&P up 50, with 8,300,000 traded in on the underlying. Every minute above 100,000, and a lot of minutes well above 100,000.
good patience this morning.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I see nothing that would have worked out for us yet.
No, no.
Okay, so looking at that 601 on the call side, stand by in the 601. I'm going to go ahead and enter the 601. Whoops. Let's try the correct account this time. Okay, there we go. In at 206.
I'm in at 446. Again, Friday's expiration.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. And out at 247. 206 to 247. That's the way to start the week.
Well, one of my accounts filled, but the other one didn't fill.
Hmm.
I'm still in on the main account. And the other one didn't fill that.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the 602 on the call side. 602 strike call.
Okay, there it just filled.
There you go.
Wow, 446 to 487, 41 cents.
Yeah, me too. This is what is today? 16. 20. Yeah, we're getting a little bit high on our MACD, our Heikenasi MACD. We're up over 1 on our 5-minute.
Yeah. Jumped up quite a bit there, and we're about 3 minutes away from the pop.
Yeah. So maybe we will hold off here a little bit. Got a nice pop
Yeah,
on that trade, didn't we?
yeah. Started with that big jump up about 10 of 10.
Yeah.
Give me at 9:45.
Still, everything is over 100,000 a minute.
I'm not certain, but I think my cat's missed me. I've got one that's shadowing me all morning here.
And you can see what's happening here. Typically, when price spikes that way sharply, it will sell off sharply as well. Up to 11,400,000. Dow's up 411 now. Nasdaq up 247. S&P at 59. And here's the pop.
Yep.
MACD, Heikenasi MACD got a little bit of relief. Didn't reset.
Sort of like when it bounces off the atmosphere trying to come back on the spacecraft coming back.
Yeah,
If the angle is too shallow, it bounces off of it.
that's right. If you just joined us, we've got a one trade under our belt. It's a nice call trade for plus 41. Price hitting a little bit of resistance here, reversing. But our overall trend is really strongly toward the call side, at least so far. So our Heikenasi MACD has dipped below, dipped into the put bias position, even though price is rising. I don't expect that it will stay that way. The MACD, that is. All right, guys, going over to the 602 on the call side. See if we can break out here again. Just trying to get out of this consolidation right here. Okay.
I'm not real thrilled on getting into a call here, or necessarily a put at the moment.
Yeah.
But I would like to see that MACD come down and a bit more.
It's dropping pretty quickly. Looks like we're just going to go into more consolidation.
If it stays here, probably can move our supply zone up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I will get a jump on it right now. Oops. Oops. What did I do that for? That was dumb. Make it red. There we go. Do it's red. More HSV 60. All right, new supply zone. Turn the old one gray.
Tim, I'll be back in a minute.
All righty. We will be here. There we go. So price broke down a little bit here. Looks like we may be entering into some consolidation here as well. Our Iconoccy MACD is dropping precariously. Our 5-minute is flattened out quite a bit while it goes into convergence. Price is rising a bit now. We've got 14,385,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is up 431, Nas up 265, S&P up 62. See if price is going to break through, and it is. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 602 on the call side. Quite a hook on the Heikenasi MACD. Got several people visiting today. I want to welcome you guys in. Thank you for joining us. If you have just joined us in the last few minutes, I think there's been one or two that actually have. We have one call trade completed already for plus 41. Nice trade. And good volume today. Price moving a little slower now, but we'll just stay patient. Wait for our next breakout. Okay. 602 on the call side. Stand by. Yeah, shrinking back. Price doesn't quite want to break out here.
Did you get into a call there?
No, not yet. Looking at it though.
602?
Yes, sir. Like to see a little more consistent climb here on price. Right now we're going into a little bit of consolidation. All right, starting to see some advancement here. All right, stand by on the 602. I'm going to go ahead and get into this and filled at 238. Stand by to take some profit here. I'm going to go ahead and just take some quick profit here and out at 251, 238 to 251.
I got in at 463. I don't walk across my keyboard.
I got less, maybe, because I picked, 603. 603, 455, 443 to 455.
Okay, there you go.
Tim, so then 602 would move faster than 603.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it will.
Got it. Thanks.
Sure.
Tim, there's a question in the chat.
Oh, it's from John. Yes, John asked a great question here. It says, do you take trades when the 1 minute MACD and the 5 minute MACDs disagree? It depends. As long as they're moving in the same direction, we'll take the trade, even if one is below the control line and one is above the control line. As long as they're moving in the same direction, we will take a trade. If they're moving in opposite directions, we'll wait. Great question. Thank you, John. Thank you, Kathy, for pointing that out. Okay, I'm going. Yeah.
All right, I just got out of that. Was in, whoops, no, I'm sorry. One of my accounts got out, the other didn't. Hang on a second here. Come on, Phil. Come on, I get back up there.
Hmm.
Came in 1 cent of my price.
Yeah. It's amazing it gets that close and just doesn't take it.
Yeah.
So our Heikenase MACD has crossed to the bottom side. There it goes. Get back up there.
All right, come on, get on up there and fill.
In the meantime, we got 17,300,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is up 489, Nas up 297, S&P up 70. Price is climbing.
Come on, get back up there.
Again, we're in consolidation. But each time we've been in consolidation, we've come out the top side, which makes sense. It's called the messy middle. Messy middle rule is 9 times out of 10, whatever direction we were going just prior to getting into the messy middle will be the direction we go when we get out of the messy middle.
And I moved the supply zone up a little bit too.
Ah,
Come on, jump up there.
no wonder it's struggling to get over the supply zone.
Come on, Phil. There we go. All right, I got 15 cents on that.
All right.
After a long time, huh?
Yeah, in at 463, out at 478.
Okay. And let's see. I'm now at the 603 on the call side. I'll keep an eye on this, see if we break out here. Only had 1 minute below 100,000 the whole session this morning. We're up 17 million, almost 18 million. So 2 trades, both positive, up 54.
Yep, 2 trades for me up 56. Again, we've had good volume this morning, but a lot of times going into the FOMC meeting and report, we tend to get a little bit lower volume.
Yeah, that's right. And since this is a Fed report week, we will be back Wednesday at 2 o'clock and do our usual thing. Now you'll notice that price is climbing a little bit, but our MACD, Heikenhaus MACD, is heading down. It's a definite warning sign.
Say it again, Tim, please.
Yeah, our MACD on our Heikenhaus is going down, but our price was going up, saying that's a warning sign to just stay patient. Don't get into a trade yet.
Thank you.
You bet. Our 5 minutes beginning to curl into converge into a converged position, converging back to the gold line or control line.
Yeah, markets are up pretty strong green today. Dow's up 500, Nasdaq's up 306, and S&P's up 74. A little over an hour into the market to 8.8 million underlying traded.
Mm-hmm. And our MACD Heikenhaus is crossing back over to the call side.
Just remember, there's bond auctions today, two of them at 11:30 and one of them at 1 o'clock.
Hmm.
Those
Okay.
can move some things.
Now you notice that our breakouts are not as large right now. We go into consolidation, go into a little breakout, go into consolidation again, little breakout. So when we have smaller breakouts, we're going to reset our profit expectations down a bit.
Yeah, that first trade we got fortunate on. That got a nice move on that one.
Mm-hmm. Love it when we start out the week like that.
Oh, yeah. But we were patient to wait till we got a move
Yeah.
to get into one. Didn't force it.
Yeah, last week got burned on a number of first trades. Been a little gun shy.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting some pretty good pullback here. See if we're going to bounce off the supply zone here. We're about due for some pulling back. We've been rising for quite a bit, and our MACDs are getting kind of high in the case. Now, with as high as the markets are, the broader markets are not necessarily interested in a put trade at this point. So as it's looking like it's struggling to move past the supply zone.
And speaking of which, I think we can move that up some more.
Yes, we can, can't we? Let's go ahead and activate that. Move that up to there. There we go. So price did break down a bit, pulled our Heikenasi MACD down significantly. So we may be going down further. Five-minute MACD is about to cross.
Is this a put setup, Tim?
It is. But what concerns me is just how high the broader markets are. We have a tendency to get reversals real unexpectedly when we're moving against the broader markets like this.
Yeah, if you do get into a put here, definitely limit what your gains are going to be. You don't want to be shooting for big gains.
Okay.
But I agree. I'm hesitant to get into a put here.
As you can see, reversal is already taking place.
You like wait until it gets above the supply zone before you enter a call here?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Considering it's also the high of the day.
Mm-hmm. All right, knocking on the door here. Our MACD, Heikenausi MACD, is crossing now. 5-minute MACD hasn't begun to react to that price turn. We got 20,900,000 in. Getting a little more volume coming in on this minute. You guys, excuse me for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, back. And we're bouncing off of the supply.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything, Tim.
Yeah, apparently not. $21 million traded on the underlying. Dow's up 480, Nas up 292, S&P up 69. And I'm going to go to the 603 on the call side. This turns around. Our Heikenausi MACD has come all the way back down to the center point, 0 point. 5-minute MACD is crossed under. Let's see what it's going to do here. Go into consolidation here on the bottom of this little loop. We're starting to get some price wave action going here. Really nice volume this morning. Just a small handful of minutes below 100,000, most above 100,000. So good movement volume wise. See if price is going to swing back up toward the supply zone, if we're going to just continue to kind of fade down. Well, price right now is really disorganized, just kind of going sideways in a sort of loose consolidation pattern. It was rotating. Price was rotating back and forth, but it's lost that pattern. Now it's just sitting in, and we are approaching the top of the hour. There it is. Okay, I'm going to do some review, but I'll say goodbye to Keith for now.
All right. Good to be back. All right. Have a good
See you
evening.
tomorrow all. Bye.
Bye, Keith. Good to have you back, buddy. Okay, let's look at what we did today. So just 2 trades today, but that's okay for a Monday. Up 54. Anything 50 or above is good. That gets us to our $500 a day, which is what we need to get to our $10,000 a week. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. So starting at 953 right here. So it's easy. Both these trades are basically the same. We're in a very nice swing high trend that was going on, and we took our first trade about here and took that for a nice 41 cents to way up here. And then the second trade was at 1018, which was 16, 17, 18 right here. And took this trade right about here and took it up. Didn't take a bunch on it, but it did reverse on us. So, I mean, it would have, had we stayed in longer, it would have reversed. So that gave us 13 cents on that. So that brings us up to our 54 cents. Both of those are on strong trends. And that's what we trade. These are just classic trades for us, both on strong trends. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for this morning and it for today. I'm pleased with what we did this morning, and we will continue tomorrow. You all have a great day. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.